How? How do you go about? I remember last week, there was a lady that asked me, Ustaz, what do you think about halal dating? I remember somebody asked me a particular question. Right? Now, the how, I can suggest a number of important things. These are my suggestions. My suggestion for going about looking for a potential spouse would be this. Number one would be befriend good people. When I say befriend good people, I'm talking about genuine befriending of people as part of a social life. Right? Now, there are people who have a bit more strict kind of standards when it concerns social relationships. And the one word that is always mentioned is this particular notion of ikhtilat. The ikhtilat haram. Right? Now, again, the term ikhtilat, al-ikhtilat ghair syari'iyah, that social mingling that is not permissible, would be social mingling in which there is no guidelines at all. In which there are no rules of decency, there's no decorum, there's no akhlaq whatsoever. But talking about befriending good people, part of a general social setting, I don't think that there is a problem there, with the guidelines that we shall mention. Now, number two would be at good places. Now, the rationale behind this would be that if you are at particular places or venues in which is generally considered to be good, then you at least know that the people there are like-minded. Now, coming from my own personal experience at Alqudwah Academy, when you look at, if anybody who remembers the old office, right? The old office, we would run, 6-7 classes per week. Every class has an average of 60 to 150 people. And people come and at times they volunteer, they do good, they go learn class and so on and so forth. And we see as a result, and I can think on top of my head, over like 3-4 years, at least 10 couples met at Alqudwah Academy and got married at Alqudwah Academy. And this is not me, I'm not joking, it happened. And they actually got married at Alqudwah Academy. We helped them out at Alqudwah Academy. But the idea would be when you are at good spaces, and for certain people, right, dulu youth masjid. Bila volunteer kat masjid, datang program kat masjid, memang terserempak, and you get to know each other and you see how they carry themselves and so on and so forth. Not in a creepy way, but you get to know them organically and you understand that, oh, these are the things that this particular person do. I like going to the mosque, this particular person also goes to the mosque. This person has this particular ideas, I also carry the same ideas as well. Now, number 3, do the above naturally and organically. To mean that you're not supposed to be like doing it creepily. You want, memang nak pergi kelas, memang nak buat benda baik, memang kebetulan ada orang kat situ, right? And then you make friends. In a very decent, wholesome manner. Do it organically. Now, I once expressed a particular observation of mine. I say that I view or observe a number of like categories of young people, even at the academy back then. There is one group of people yang kadang-kadang overly social. Maybe this is because of, the type of upbringing that they have, or they don't know better and so on and so forth. Like guys and girls, even in like group settings, cara bergurau ni agak terlalu tak jaga. You have that type of people. And this can happen even at mosques. I've seen it. Right? Lelaki dan perempuan, and the way that they mingle macam over sikit. There's another group of, and this is usually men biasanya, right? Dia datang masjid, tapi dia action, bukan action, ini kita observe je lah. Dia macam step warak. Is that okay for me to say? Macam alim, tak nak tengok perempuan macam tu, tutup mata macam gitu. Tapi dalam hati dia nak berkenalan juga, tapi macam step warak sangat. Right? I say don't be either. Just carry yourself decently. You want to be as organic and as natural as possible. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows all things to happen, things happen. Point number 4. If you're looking for a spouse, lower your gaze, which is rather contradictory if you think about it, right? Now, what is the point here? The point would be you don't want to be that particular creepy guy. You don't want to be that creepy girl. Right? Yang bahasa Melayu ni menggatal. No. You want to be a decent human being. Lower your gaze. Even in trying to look for a potential spouse, retain decency and dignity. That's the point. And in all honesty, that is more effective in looking for a spouse than putting yourself out like that. It's not good. Now, number 5, let's see right? You're befriending good people at good places. You're doing it nicely. You're carrying yourself with good decorum and decency and so on and so forth. Now, let's say you are interested in a particular person, guy or girl, right? Ada soalan kat situ. Let me read this one first, right? Get someone to help. Now, you can directly go to a person, to that particular person you're interested in. Cuma kadang-kadang, you know what? It is lebih manis dari sudut akhlaknya to get somebody to help. To ask concerning her, maybe. To ask if she is available, she's interested in getting married, and so on and so forth. Now, if there is that kind of a clarity that maybe both parties are interested and so on and so forth, be honest and express intent respectfully. And then we say, involve parents afterwards. Right? And I think that involving parents in this particular decision is an important matter. Now, generally, redha mak bapak ni penting. And usually at times what we do not see our parents see. At times in our parents' considerations, they are of great benefit to our decision making as well. Right? So these are the 7 things that I would suggest for a person to try and consider in that particular process of trying to be involved with another in trying to make your first step in getting married. That's a question.